Hello everyone, this is Phenomedic here, and today I have yet another Marvel Rocket Raccoon X Raider story.
So today, I wanted to work on a rocket story because I honestly wasn't happy with the last one that I made a while back, and I really kind of wanted to step up my game a little bit. And I actually had a Rocket the Raccoon X Depressor story that I have in the works right now. But then I thought about it, and it's like I probably should warm myself up a bit, get my toes a little wet in terms of angsty writing before doing that. And I think if anything, I probably made this more fluffy than angsty, which is my bad. But then again, we all know me, and that's kind of how I write. So instead, I decided to try and just work on an overworked, gender neutral reader. So and this is, I think, the first time I've worked on a gender neutral reader for Rocket, and I'm really happy with how it turned out, actually. So, yeah. There's no title for this one. Probably should think of one at some point. But other than that, this is a Rocket the Raccoon X Overworked, a gender neutral reader. And without further ado, let's get started. Rocket had been working on yet another bomb when he suddenly noticed they were nowhere to be seen for the past 48 hours. Didn't seem like a good sign. So he decided he would put a pin in the bomb making for now. He got up from his spot on the floor, making sure the bomb was locked up somewhere safe so Cycrit wouldn't get into it. When he got to your door, he saw it was open a small crack. He peeked through the gap and saw you sitting at your computer with your head down on the desk. He initially thought you were sleeping. However, when he saw your breathing was rapid and irregular, he thought that you were crying. Rocket felt a little bit awkward to be standing in your doorway while you were crying. He wasn't really known to be good with emotions or helping someone understand those emotions when he didn't even have a clue as to how to do that himself. But he knew he couldn't just let you be, not when you were in such a state. He instead slowly opened the door and cautiously approached you. You have just been working on trying to learn some information about the next shop with Xandar. They had given you the task to try and figure out the security and other threats that the Guardians are going to face on the next summit with Xandar. You have been doing just that for God knows how many hours. At this point, you had a splitting migraine that you had a splitting migraine that you think that your head was going to actually explode. While you were struggling to keep yourself together, you felt a small hand or paw touch your arm. You were startled and grabbed the offending touch, ready to fight. Whoa, whoa, your name, it's me, Rocket said, holding his other paw up in a motion of peace. You blinked, confused as to why he was in your room. You let him go and leaned back in your chair, trying to take some deep breaths to calm your racing heart and steady your shaking hands. Sorry, Rocket. What's wrong? I was kind of hoping you'd tell me. I saw you and thought that you were crying. Rocket then turned his gaze to your computer screen. How long have you been staring at the screen, your name? He asked, genuinely concerned. You tried to think of when you started taking apart the security measures of the latest mission. But your mind was so full of all the information you had been studying for so long that your mind had done the unthinkable. It went completely blank. He sighed loudly with a distinct shake. I lost track. Rocket sighed a little himself. He wasn't surprised, though. You were always the type of person to carry the burdens of others on your shoulders. Hang on, I'll be right back, he said, excusing himself in the most polite way he could manage. Rocket then went to his room, grabbing a couple things before heading back to your room. When he got back, he saw you were back to typing away on your computer. No, your name. You're not doing any more work for the rest of the night. But Rocket, you whined. No buts. You've been sitting at that dumb desk for knows how long. You're taking a break. But I don't wanna. Don't lie to me. You gotta take a break. Now get over here so we can watch some dumb movies, okay? He said, patting the spot on the bed next to him for you to come over. He had set up your DVD player and had a bunch of snacks he stashed away where Gert or Drex could never find them. He sighed, relenting to his firm but gentle demands. It was true that you were lying about when you were saying you didn't want to take a break. So you got up from your comfortable desk and went over to Rocket. When the movie started, you decided to pull a funny move and grabbed Rocket from his spot next to you, sitting him in your lap. Your name? What the hell? Oh, hush, don't lie to me and say you don't like it, you said, throwing his words back at him. He eventually gave up and just went along with cuddling with you. Right when the first scene was coming to a close, you heard your laptop ding with a notification from the Xandarian team. As if he read your mind, Rocket spoke to stop you from up and leaving him. Your name, if you go over to that damn computer, I will blow it up. The end. Again, looking back on this story, I feel like I really didn't nail the angsty part yet that well. It's a work in progress. I am hoping to make the next one even more angsty than this one, but I should mention that this is going to be very depressing. Or at least the next one is. It's going to be a depressed reader. The reader doesn't actually attempt any sort of suicide, but they are just genuinely unhappy, and Rocket cheers them up. And I know it's been a while since I've even worked on a project like that, so I'm kind of nervous with how I'm going to do it. But hopefully it works out okay. But anyway, guys, thank you all so very much for watching, and this is Finamator, and I'll be seeing you all very soon. Bye-bye.